I'm Andrew, and this is my best friend CJ.
What you gonna do?
We run a vape shop here in Buffalo, New York.
Vaping really is cool.
We work hard, we party hard.
See what the buzz is about by checking out our YouTube reality series.
You're watching vWo.
From now on, if an advertiser calls or comes here, you tell them, we don't advertise, have a good day, and they leave. I don't even talk to them anymore. The phone book, these search engine optimizations, they can optimize my them, dude. The do you want?
I want a job.
We're hiring again.
We've talked about this a million times, and I've expressed a million times how I hate talking about this. But yes, we are hiring again, and good old young Lucas, AKA Dish.
Came prepared with a resume.
He knows his He's cool.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Dish from West Seneca. I mean, I don't really like the kid. I'm gonna make Dish my dick.
You're a little Dish.
I didn't know this was a real life vapor trail resume. Do you know how many people we have working for us?
7 or 8.
Including me and Andy, there's 12 of us.
We have 12 employees now. That's a lot for a vape shop, all right? We were not hiring, and 13 is not a good number for me, all right?
I've been a customer of yours since you guys were at the shithole flea market. And I still recall buying an Ego pass-through unit and thinking it was the latest and greatest e-cig on the entire market. I work hard and I also ball hard.
Absolutely, I ball hard. How many of you ball hard? He had a problem as a customer listening to me, so he's got a little attitude problem. We have to keep that in check.
Which brings me to my problem here. You see this? You see this right here? Do the math on that. This kid's 18 years old.
When we first started this up at the flea market, I mean, this industry was unknown, and we went into this like not even really having a business. And I feel like Dish has been around since like we were just flea bags.
How long have you been coming here?
Year or two.
Been coming here a year or two? Or 3 maybe?
We wondered why the kid disappeared at the beginning of the year. Like we barely saw anything of him for the first 3 months this year. And then all of a sudden he started coming around again. Now it makes sense because the law went into effect on the 1st of the year and he turned 18 3 months later, and that's why he started coming around again.
Someone pulled the wool over our eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His parents got him a kit. He vaped. Law came into effect.
I feel violated right now. I do.
Even like a year before it was law, when this was a real business, when we were like, oh my God, I'm gonna quit my job to work for this company. We were hardcore. We are the ID Nazis right now.
We started this off with deception, Dish.
You come in with a little baby, that's fine. We don't really want it in the shop, but that's okay. But if you come in with a kid who's 12 years old, I don't care if you think he won't smoke cigarettes. I see 12-year-olds smoking cigarettes on the corner of my street, which is right around the corner from the shop.
See this little beard he's got?
Yeah.
That's the grandfather beard. He got grandfather claused in with that beard.
Back in the day, there was no law, and we were just trying to get people off cigarettes.
I do like the acronym though. Dish. Dish is super hardworking. I mean, not everybody has an acronym for their name.
Road trip.
I really enjoy road trips, and I like to try and make sure I go on 3 or 4 road trips a year at minimum.
Was that the same trip when we smelled McDonald's breakfast?
The power steering went in the van.
The wheel almost fell off twice, didn't it?
Could have been on the way there, on the way back, the wheel fell off.
We rode like 6 hours on a wheel that was going like this the whole time.
Me, Wiggles, and T went on a road trip to Philadelphia. Probably about a total of 20 hours driving there and back. And the whole sole purpose of the road trip was to find vape shops, and we only found one.
Road trips are fun. Yeah, ramps a lot. They're fun.
Usually we have this vehicle, not enough money. We're usually in vapor hell the whole trip, almost always. Batteries don't stay charged. You're like, oh, I had all this to charger all night in the hotel. Then you get like an hour into the ride and you're like, this battery's dead, that battery's dead. Damn it, all my batteries are dead.
This is also before we go into shop, so now we just go overly vapor packed down.
We just went to Chicago 2-3 months ago, right? I was in vapor hell the whole ride. Like, I don't understand what happened. None of my shit worked.
When we go on road trips, I bug the guys. I bug CJ and JR and everybody, and I'm like, we gotta go see some. Like, we went to Richmond and we saw that Monument Ave with all the crazy buildings and all these monuments in the middle of the road. And I don't give a shit about any of that. And I, you know, I know who Robert E. Lee is, and that's about as far as any of my knowledge of that Civil War goes. But like to see all these crazy multi-million-dollar houses and shit. You don't have that stuff around here. You can't just drive 20 minutes from here and see that. So That stuff is great. No matter how well you plan, it seems like you always forget something. And usually it's something that you knew you needed, but you just forgot to write it on your list, or you forgot to remember to bring it, obviously, for whatever reason. And that's just such a letdown. You know, oftentimes you can just rebuy the thing from Walmart or whatever on the way, but sometimes you can't buy something that you need to bring with you, and that just sucks because you know you're not turning around and going home for it.
It's nice to get away from everything and everyone. The only about road trips and e-cigs is I sell e-cigs 7 days a week practically. I go on a vacation for a road trip and I'm still talking e-cigs.
The ride home is usually brutal because the ride there you have all the anticipation, you know what I mean? And you're excited. It doesn't really matter how tired you are. You got a million things to talk about and it's constantly just, oh, I can't wait. I wonder who's going to be there. I wonder what it's going to be like, whatever, you know, whatever it may be. But the ride home is just like, now I got to go back to reality. And I mean, if you could just click your heels and be home, it'd be fine. But on top of that, I got to drive for 8 hours just to be back home to all the normal. That just sucks. Nobody wants to go back home after a road trip.
Yet again, in crazy fashion, with a whole bunch of crazy people. We are renting a bunch of cars, renting a bunch of hotel rooms, and going to Vape Expo in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
We're bringing 10,000 mils of juice to Vape Expo to give away. That's it. We're giving away 10,000 mils of juice. I don't care if there's only 50 people there. Do the math on that. Those 50 people are going home with a shit ton of juice. We're bringing at least 10,000 mils of juice, and we're giving all that shit away.
10,000? That's a little bit much. And I hope he has fun making it. I'm not going to help.
Hey, CJ, it's Uncle Randy. Hey, dude, I'm sad to say this, but this is the first time I watched one of your videos from Facebook. Amazing. Dude, you guys are fucking amazing, man. How can you be professional saying fuck? But you fucking are fucking professional by fucking saying fuck. It's unfucking believable. But I enjoyed it, man. God damn it, I enjoyed it. I'll talk at you later, brother. That's all I wanted to say. Love you. Bye-bye.
This reminds me a lot of myself when I was younger. I see a lot of me in him.
I don't see him inside me for sure, and I'm not going inside of him.